Okay, here we are, week 1, and here's what we get to share with you. I'm excited to share with you how you wake up makes a whole difference. What you do the minute you wake up, how you wake up, if you decide to hit that snooze button, if you make your bed, if you brush your teeth, if you get dressed, all those things matter. And what I'm going to give you is some tools that are going to help you create a better game from the minute you wake up. So, again, my name is Alicia Burris. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a creator of a classy and fabulous lifestyle. I transformed my life 5 years ago into a lifestyle that I absolutely love, filled with the things that were really important to me at that time that were on my goal poster: romance, travel, luxurious gifts, because that's kind of my love language. I believe heavily in massages and so forth. What we're going to do today is go through your morning routine. So a lot of what your morning routine consists of is, do you get up when that alarm goes off? Now, I am not telling you that I do this, but this is something that I have worked hard on to be better at, because sleeping in, what happens is when your alarm goes off at 6 o'clock in the morning and you decide to snooze, what happens is your body physically is ready to get up, because you're programmed for that time. And then when you go back into that sleep cycle, you actually get into a sleep's rhythm again. And that's why when that alarm goes off, it feels really hard to get up and you kind of feel cranky and groggy most of the day. It's really because you kind of messed yourself up, because you entered into a new sleep cycle by going back to sleep. So who knew the snooze button has so many bad things? Who could guess? So anyway, so what I decided to do was, you know what? My alarm goes off. Here's the deal. I've tried the 5 o'clock club. I've worked out at 5:15. I've done cycle. I've got my kids to before school church seminary. I have done the early bird stuff, and I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to get up at 5 anymore. I'm just really tired. When I do other events and so forth, I might have to get up earlier. And if you can ask my husband, I go, just don't tell me what time I have to get up until I ask you what time do I need to be up. And he'll be like 5:15. I'm like, great. So I can do it. I can do anything. I still won't be happy doing it. Anyway. Well, I'm not that I'm unhappy, but just, I'm not going to smile. Just okay. Just anyway. Okay, so what I decided was, if I wasn't willing to get up at 6 a.m., was I willing to get up like at 6:10? What did I need to sleep till 6:20? What was it that was going to make me happy? Did I want to get to that 6:30 yoga class? Was that going to be important to me on that day? Like, how is my body feeling? Did I eat the night before? I mean, all those like little things that I'm thinking about, I needed to plan the night before. So I just picked this number that sounded really good to me. And I actually saw it in a podcast, and it's 6:17, and it's kind of a random number. But Mel Robbins wrote this book, and I love it's. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing! High five yourself, habits for success. Give yourself a high five in the mirror, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But that was kind of her thing, and I thought, instead of 6:20, 6:30, I go, I'm just going to get up at 6:17. So now I get up. It's not 6 o'clock. I dread getting up at 6 o'clock. Why did they say I had to get up at 6? It could have been 6, 7, 5:30, whatever. It didn't have to be that. So here's the thing. If I wanted to snooze, just let me snooze. And then now I just kind of get up. I go, okay, cool. Because you know what? I changed a control mechanism in my brain when I took the need to get up at X time. It was a time I chose freely. And if that sounds funny to you, that's just that's how my brain works. So now I get up. When I get up and then I go right into my miracle morning. And this is a book I highly recommend. It's called Miracle Morning, and it's by Elrod. And it goes through really quickly a whole group of savers. And this is what I did every single morning when I wanted to change my picture. I wasn't upset with my life. I wasn't mad with my life. Things weren't terrible. In fact, they were pretty dang good. Again, my kids were in a good spot. I was like financially in a great spot. I was just ready for a next step. And that's what my business coach told me. She goes, you've done a great job. Like, your family knows 100%. They can depend on you. You can depend on them. And you guys are solid. Now what you need is, what do you want for the next chapter? And that really is what it became. I was like, whoa, hey, well, if I could choose, let it be about me and not in this selfish way. Just because I had given so much out of this bucket was tired. So anyway, so when I really created a life about me, and that's, it made me happy. So, okay, so these savers. So the first one is scripture. So say your prayers. When you wake up the first thing in the morning, give gratitude to God. Give gratitude for being on the right side of the dirt, if you really want to be honest about it. So give your gratitude. Then you affirm the thing that would tickle you pink, the thing that you need most in life, the thing that drives you to that next step. I am loved and adored by the right people. I am loved and adored by the right people. I am loved and adored by the right people. That affirmation speaks volumes to me. And that is my affirmation that I tell myself every day, all day. When I'm getting, kind of some attitude or whatever, and I just gotta go, that's okay. I am adored and loved by the right people. I release it. So find your affirmations. We'll talk about affirmations. Then your visualization. How do you want this day to start? How do you want this day to go? Do you have a regular day plan? What would your ideal day look like? From the moment you open your eyes in the morning, do you want a kiss? Is someone next to you? What does your room look like? What does it smell like? Is there light in the room? Is it dark? All those things, if you sit and just visualize exactly what you want, that's what actually comes. I visualized a gray room, a gray bed, and it was really funny because we ended up with a gray bed. And I was like, wow, that's kind of really odd. But that's really funny because that's exactly what I had been visualizing the whole time, was that gray bed. So that was actually funny when that came true. And then I had another bed, the next bed that we got, because then we ended up needing a bigger bed. We realized we are 2 people. We need a bigger bed. We ended up getting the other bed on my goal poster, where my husband found the stinking bed. And he's like, honey, what do you think about this one? Because we're totally like those people. We'll sit and just like, hey, what about this? What about this? And he sent it to me. And I wanted to fall over, and I go, are you kidding? And he's like, well, what are you talking about? And so I said, hey, I have this on my Pinterest board. I just got to show you. So I pulled it out, and it could not have been more similar. It is not the same brand. It is not the same maker, but I'm telling you, it could not be more similar. But again, that was something that I had been saving, visualizing, that's me. That is so me. That would make me happy, but not in a sense like a material way, but when I walk in a room, that would make me feel good. So that makes me feel classy and fabulous. Things around me, because I'm gifts and affirmations are my things, but things that bring you pleasure, aesthetic things, and we'll talk about feng shui and stuff like that. a little bit. Okay, so anyway, visualization, exercise, get your 30 minutes if you only do 30. I mean, anyway, get your exercise in daily. I'm just gonna say do something, move your tail at least 30 minutes a day, take a walk, take 10-minute breaks if you need to. That actually is really effective, especially if you work indoors. Please get outside. And then S is your scribe, and that really is your journal. Sit and get that junk out of your head that you've been sleeping with all night, that you've been just keeping with you. Because sometimes, my poor husband, sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I'm tired already because I was already thinking, and I need to let it go. And like I got things already on my to-do list from the night before, so I'm already like thinking, and I'm an overthinker, which just doesn't help anyway. So that really helps, just to get it out on paper. And then I just kind of go, cool, got it out. Now I can move on, because I need to address it. It's not that I need to talk with anybody about it. It's just like I need to say, okay, Heavenly Father, like, here's what I'm feeling today. And like I'm having a bad day already, and the day just started, and I don't really want to do this day today, and I don't have a choice because I can't just like lay here and die, and I gotta do this today, and I really need you to be with me today. And seriously, you guys, I get that junk out on paper, and it makes me feel so good because I get an answer. I get an answer through a phone call, a text, whatever it be. Anyway, so I tell you that works because those are your savers. I can't tell you why they work, but it really is kind of setting your intention. And the goal was to do all this by 8 a.m. And that was amazing to me to do that. So you had a time frame, you had your things you had to do, and just get them done. And then if you can throw some gratitude in your life, any more gratitude that you can throw in your life, you're just gonna be amazing. So that is a ton of information to leave with you. But I thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. Please share with other people, because my whole goal, again, I'm just gonna say it, the last 2 years are really, really, really hard. There's a lot of stinking thinking, and we all need a reboot. And I really wanna help you create your classy and fabulous life. It is not a monetary classy and fabulous life. It is whatever is best for you. Classy and fabulous life. I wish you $1 million day, and have a great one.